Now, before we speak to our next guest, I want to bring you some superb highlights from the third Republican presidential debate. Of course, frontrunner Donald Trump gave the event a miss. He is flying in the polls despite facing a slew of politically motivated charges. The latest New York Times Siena College poll found Trump leads Biden nationally and among independents by a significant margin. And most crucially, Trump leads Biden in 5 of the 6 battleground states. And as the New York Times noted, the more diverse the swing state, the bigger the lead for Trump. The New York Times called it a racial realignment and noted that the only only battleground state Biden was winning was the whitest. But back to the presidential debate, which Trump skipped, but the 5 other contenders were there. And don't listen to the fake news. It was Vivek Ramaswamy who got the greatest reaction on the night from the Miami crowd. And it's why his clips went viral. And that's because he not only attacked his opponents, but turned his attention on the Republican Party machinery, the moderators they picked, and the rotten leftist media.
You think the Democrats, and we've got Kristen Welker here, do you think the Democrats would actually hire Greg Gutfeld to host a Democratic debate? They wouldn't do it. And so the fact of the matter is, Kristen, I'm going to use this time because this is actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Answer the question. Go.
Mr. Ross.
Sorry. This is how we get our country back. We need accountability because this media rigged the 2016 election. They rigged the 2020 election with the Hunter Biden laptop story.
Mr. Ramaswamy,
and they're going to rig this election.
Your time is up.
Accountability.
Let me turn to Governor Christie.
He mentioned Kristen Welker there, pushing the Russian collusion lies for years. But did she really do that? Well, let's go to the tape.
The president and his legal team are defiant as the Russia investigation intensifies. Still, it's creating yet another Russia-related flap for this administration.
What you are seeing is President Trump increasingly embattled because of the Russia investigation and increasingly lashing out.
New signs the Russia probe is reaching into new places. The Washington Post reporting special counsel Robert Mueller is investigating.
I'm Kristen Welker at the White House, where President Trump gave his most direct denial yet. Have you ever worked for Russia? Yes.
I never worked for Russia, and you know that answer better than anybody. I never worked for Russia. Not only did I never work for Russia, I think it's a disgrace that you even asked that question, because it's a whole big fat hoax.
That after he didn't directly deny he was a Russian agent on Fox News.
After he didn't deny he was a Russian agent. Yes, he was 100% right. It was a big fat hoax. They all acknowledge that now. It was designed to undermine his presidency, and Kristen Welker and many others were happy to push this obvious lie for years, and now the RNC picks her to moderate their presidential debate. What? And Vivek didn't just go after the media. He didn't miss Nikki Haley either.
You have the likes of Nikki Haley, who stepped down from her time at the UN. Bankrupt or in debt was her family. Then she becomes a military contractor. She joins the board of Boeing and otherwise, and is now a multimillionaire. So I think that that's wrong when Republicans do it or Democrats do it. That's the choice we face. Do you want a leader from a different generation who's going to put this country first? Or do you want Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels?
All right, Mr.
In which case we've got 2 of them on stage tonight.
Ramaswamy, thank you.
Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels. That's a good line. Then he said, we've got 2 of them on stage. That was a shot at Ron DeSantis. Likes to wear a little heel. Look, Vivek Ramaswamy is highly unlikely to be the candidate, but he is making a very good case for being the VP pick for Trump.